I've said many times before, I've said, if it's not going to zero, it's going to a million. The reason it would go to zero is it's illegitimate or getting banned. And so the question is it illegitimate? Well, obviously not. It's an asset without an issuer. It's the world's first digital commodity and the greatest digital commodity. It's the only globally acknowledged digital commodity in the world. There is controversy about everything else. Bitcoin is the one non-controversial thing. So it is a legitimate asset. And is it being banned? Obviously not. The Chinese haven't banned it. It's deemed property in China. The Russians haven't banned it. It's property in Russia. The Americans haven't banned it. It's property in America. All of the controversy in our marketplace right now is surrounding crypto exchanges, the trading of unregistered securities, other tokens, and stable coins.
Bitcoin has become boring. Here's what could wake it up. Remember when Bitcoin was the talk of the town? Those days seem long gone. Crypto fatigue has set in. Prices are stagnant and trading volume has collapsed. Google searches for Bitcoin are down 87% from their 2021 peak, and cryptocurrency searches are down 96%. It's as if watching paint dry is more exciting than crypto trading, says Dave Weisberger from CoinRoutes. One reason for this slumber is the rise of a new tech contender, AI. Companies like BlackRock, Coinbase, and Fidelity are making strides in the AI space, stealing crypto's thunder. And while a Bitcoin ETF might be on the horizon, it might not be enough to re-energize the crypto economy. Robert Kiyosaki asks whether it's time to say bye-bye to Bitcoin after Citibank launches new blockchain service. Rich Dad, Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki is questioning the future of Bitcoin and the US dollar. Citibank's announcement of blockchain technology for cross-border transactions is raising doubts about both. Kiyosaki asks, bye-bye BC and US dollar. Citibank's foray into blockchain technology for institutional savings with Citibank tokens for cross-border transactions could be a game changer. Investor Robert Kiyosaki believes it might signal a pivotal moment for Bitcoin and the US dollar. However, there's skepticism. Some argue that Citibank's offering won't replace Bitcoin and decentralized finance options. The centralization versus decentralization debate comes to the fore, highlighting the blurring lines between traditional finance and digital assets. Bitcoin is losing the limelight as traders focus on altcoins. Smaller projects like Loom Network, Korean Finance, and Saylor blockchain are surging, sparking greed among traders. Altcoins like Chainlink, Frontier, and Immutablex are also outperforming the market. Bitcoin, on the other hand, faces declining liquidity and trading volume, limiting its price growth. Despite the crypto market's slumber, two Bitcoin on-chain metrics are thriving: long-term holders and transaction volumes. Long-term holders are at an all-time high and transaction volumes are soaring. However, the median value of each Bitcoin transaction has plummeted by 98.4% over the past 3 years, indicating decreased economic value. In summary, Bitcoin's boredom, Citibank's blockchain move, Bitcoin's on-chain metrics, and the shift to altcoins all paint a picture of the evolving cryptocurrency landscape. Let's continue our discussion with Michael Saylor.
Usage of these crypto tokens as a high-speed dollar substitute, a currency substitute. There's lots of controversy there. There will continue to be controversy. It is unclear how all that sorts itself out, except for the fact that there are two great conclusions you can come to over the past 24 months. Wall Street, the regulators, and the mainstream investment community endorses Bitcoin and appreciates Bitcoin. And everybody's skeptical of the rest of the crypto ecosystem, right? Bitcoin, yes. Crypto, not so sure, right? So that's where we are right now. I have met with lots of executives from these companies that are bringing spot ETFs to market. I can tell you for a fact, nobody wants to fix Bitcoin. Nobody wants to change Bitcoin. They've approached it with humility. They've approached it with grace. Their view is Bitcoin is a digital asset. People in the world seem to want it. We should do our part to provide services to make it easy to acquire and hold Bitcoin. Now, in time, right, the first and easiest step and the most critical step is that spot ETF, because that'll open up the super highway it's like a power line for hundreds of billions of dollars of capital to flow into the ecosystem. But eventually, Google and Apple will embrace Bitcoin. And when Google or Apple embraces Bitcoin and Apple puts some sort of Bitcoin signing device into the iPhone, there will be some people that will be skeptical and they will say, oh, we could trust Apple. And that's reasonable. And other people will say, oh, well, it's an option for the masses that don't know how to, operate their own hardware wallet. And there'll be a debate. And then there'll be an avalanche, and then Apple, the Amazon will do something, and then Microsoft will build it into their browser, and then people will hate that. And then some other company will come up with a better Bitcoin-only one, and we'll like that. And maybe they'll succeed, and they'll grow. It'd be 10 or 100x, and maybe they won't. And then maybe at some point we'll wake up and there'll be $4 billion, which will be of 4 billion people, and they will self-custody some amount of their own Bitcoin. And then they will have other Bitcoin that will be in an ETF in their retirement plan because their employer required that they actually have their retirement plan with a securities custodian. And the world will be heterogeneous. And we should embrace everybody that supports Bitcoin, however they support Bitcoin. You won't agree with them. Maybe you won't like that nation, and you won't like that company, and you won't like that money manager. And you will always have the option to do your own thing, and that's what makes Bitcoin beautiful. But we shouldn't actually discourage people that want to bring their resources to bear. And if you have $10 trillion worth of client money, and currently they can't invest in Bitcoin, and you rewire your systems to allow them to buy Bitcoin, then you're a friend of Bitcoin. You're not an enemy of Bitcoin. And until someone says, oh, by the way, we also want to change the protocol, right? They're our friend. When they decide they want to change the protocol or fix Bitcoin, then you have to take a different position. But I can say from personal knowledge, nobody on Wall Street wants to fix Bitcoin. They just want to be they want to join the party. They want to be helpful. I've met executives that run companies that have 100 million customers. I've met executives that run companies that have hundreds of billions of dollars of capital. I've met executives that manage trillions and trillions of dollars of capital. When I talk to them about Bitcoin, they say, oh, we like Bitcoin. We love the fact there's a 21 million cap. We like the protocol. This is great. Not a single one of them suggests changing it. You know who suggests changing it? It's people that have no money, no power, no influence, who are looking to make a name for themselves, right? So they're trolls. It's on Twitter. If you actually post, Satoshi did a good job, Bitcoin is great, let's support Bitcoin. Well, you're one of a million and people might agree with you, but you don't stand out. But if you go on Twitter and say, I found a defect in Bitcoin, I think in 18 years, this bad thing will happen to Bitcoin. Well, then you get a lot of engagement. A lot of people disagree with you, but you're irritating and you're enraging, right? They say enragement is engagement. So I think that that people on Twitter are very sensitive. Nobody in the real world is worried about this, right? Nobody off Twitter is worried about this. On Twitter, you see people all the time that are provocateurs. And so they will just pick something that works fine and they'll attack it.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.